The best tennis players in the world show up every year at Wimbledon. They know how to play tennis, but not one of them shows up without their personal coach to point out strengths and areas for improvement. Now, it can range from amateur sports to professional basketball to hockey, any level of professional sport. A talented team is needed, but all agree on the value of having a seasoned, unflappable coach there with you all the time. Negotiating takes place so often, and it's so critical to our success, our quality of life, that one would think you'd have a coach with you all the time, and you should. Your negotiating coach, one that can be tailored to suit your unique personality and different situations, has been developed with Dr. Brad McCray, and much of the information is based on his popular book, The 7 Strategies of Master Negotiators. Brad often reminds us that Einstein said, "You cannot solve a problem with the same kind of thinking that created it." With that in mind, we developed Coach Plus. It's a unique product to help you, other members of your team, share information to negotiate more comfortably with a much greater chance of success. You'll find there'll be many worthwhile occasions to bring in Coach Plus. You could be at the initial stages of negotiations, wanting to list out options and strategy for yourself, perhaps your team. Your negotiating opponent, or partner, as some prefer to call the other person, could be across the desk from you or across the country on the telephone. On the left, you're going to see the title of particular sections, such as Getting Prepared with the Rule of 4, Positions versus Interest, the Prize, Developing High-Yield Questions, and so on. The information on the right-hand side of the screen will change depending upon which one of these that you may click. Positions versus interest, for example, you can see the information on the right-hand side is going to give you some background information, a few suggestions. I click on the prize, the information changes once again on the right-hand side of the screen. The coach is running minimized. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, a little easier for us to read, bringing it up this way. Now you can see the information for the prize. It tells us what the prize is, gives us a couple of tips and suggestions. So far, what you've seen is a prompter, or what some may refer to as a script for negotiations. Now, the product does provide information and suggestions, but it's not called Coach Plus for nothing. Let's look here, for example, on the right-hand side of the screen. I'm going to fill in the information, so not only do we have the questions listed down for the prize, we have the opportunity here with these arrows to put that information in. I'm going to take a situation where I'm dealing with the client looking to be able to book more than just 1 or 2 programs in training. So my prize is a minimum of 10 one-day programs over the next year. Now my partner, my opponent on the other side, would be looking for a discount. I'm expecting a minimum of 10%, so I'm going to put in 10% over the standard cost. In this case here, I've been dealing with Kurt Knott on a couple of different occasions. I have some other information for him. I'm going to save the information as Kurt Knott and save as many of these negotiations as I want. I can always start with a blank screen with a negotiation for somebody who's new. I can go back to one of the ones that I've worked on previously. Now I'm going to go even a little bit further, because now I'm going to merge this information with a document. I go up here, Merge to Doc. Now we have in front of us the Master Negotiator's Preparation Form. I'm going to go up here, and you'll see that the information that we have put in for Kurt Knott under Prize has now been put in. And if I put information for my options, their options, filled out the rest of the areas in the coach, that information would be filled in as well. What can you do with this? Well, you can save it. You can take it into one of your negotiations. You may want to put it away in a file. You may want to email it to other folks who could be involved in the same or a similar negotiations. In edit mode, I can move cards up, I can move them down, I can add, I can put in a new card with a new name. What shall we call this one? The Rule of 5. Hit the Save button, and there you can see it's now this new one on the left. And then if I go to the right-hand side of the screen, I can put in the information that would be there. Also, on the left, the cards that are there, when I go into the right-hand side of the screen, I can add and change information. I can put in new lines. And of course, you can text color, you can change the background color, the size, underlined, italic, bold, and so on. You can even add some images to the card. Coach Plus. No more crossing our fingers and hoping to be better the next time we negotiate. Your Coach Plus will help you be more effective in each and every negotiation. Your opponent, your partner, cannot out-prepare you. Not when you have Coach Plus on your side.